Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be teaching you guys how to solve quadratic sequences. So I have an example right here. This is a quadratic sequence because we are adding by different numbers each time. You will see that for these two numbers, for the first and second term, we're adding by 5. For the second and third, it's 7. For third and fourth, we're adding 9, and fourth and fifth, we're adding 11. Even though these are linear, we're still changing the number, which will make our answer more complex. And so to answer this, we're going to be using this formula right here. This is the quadratic formula for sequences. This isn't the quadratic formula. It is the quadratic formula, but for sequences. So for arithmetic, for example, you guys may know that a lot better. This is for linear. Like in this case, if every single term was being added by 5, we would do something for this exact one. We would do an equal to 0 plus, we wouldn't need the 0, but we would do plus 5n minus 1. This would be your equation. But that's super simple and this is complex. That's the main difference. Alright, so in order to solve one of these problems, first know the quadratic formula for sequences, an squared plus bn plus c. Next, I want you guys to set up this table. For me, it's a 6x4 table that I've made. But for you guys, it may be a bit different. So I want you guys to have 4 here, and then on this side you may have as many as you want. I kept 5 for the numbers. I have 5 numbers here because that's the amount of terms they gave us. If they gave you 10 terms, I'd still recommend 5, but if they gave you like 3 terms, only do n and then 1, 2, 3. This side we will just have our terms. On the top we will have our term number. On the t side we will have our actual numbers, not our term number, but our actual term. So on the top, just number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. And then on t, I want you to just write down the sequence that they give you, 0, 5, 12, 21, 32 for me. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is solve for an squared. And that is super simple. So what we're going to do is find out what we are adding by for the addition. So I'll explain that. That was not the best explanation. So we are adding these numbers by different numbers, like 5 for this one, 7, 9, 11, etc. But you will see that these numbers only go up by 2 each time. It's not like this by 2, this by 3. It's 5, 7 minus 5 is 2, 9 minus 7 is 2, 11 minus 9 is 2, like that. So all we need to do is take this number, all right? Not the number that's changing, the number that stays constant. And we are going to divide that by 2. We're going to half it. So we do 2 divided by 2, that's simple, we get 1. So our answer would be 1n squared. This a that we have right here would just be the half of this number. So it would be 1. So our answer is 1n squared. So what we need to do is just write that here. But what we need to do is subtract. So I'm going to put negative n squared right here. I'll explain in a bit why we're subtracting. Alright, now that we have this part down, we already know that it's negative n squared. Now we just need to fill some stuff in. What I want you guys to do is take this n value and then just plug it into negative n squared and write your answers. So we have 1, right? Plug that in, so 1 squared is 1, so negative 1. 2 squared 4, negative 4. 3 squared 9, negative 9. 4 squared 16, negative 16. 5 squared 25, negative 25. So that would be the row right here. That is what you guys would get. Alright, so the next step is to fill out our last row. And in our last row, just write bn plus c. That's what you guys need to write. So, to do this bottom row, what we need to do is just take these two numbers and do like what they say. What I mean is, like, if I put 0 and -1 together, it becomes 0 minus 1. So you kind of want to do 0 minus 1 and figure out the answer. So in this case, it would be -1 because we're subtracting. So if you had 5 and 4, you would add them, but in this case we're subtracting because we have 5 and minus 4. So in this case I will get 1. Here I'd get 3, 5, and 7. So in order to know if you're right, these numbers must be linear. Here, let me choose a different color. These numbers must add up in a linear fashion. In this case, it's +2, +2, +2, +2. If you have +2, +4, +6, it's just changing, that is wrong. Then you should go back in the video and see what you did wrong. But now you'll see that we have a linear pattern, which is good. And now, guys, the number that you get right here is going to be your b value. So far what we have is -n squared plus 2n. Because now we finally got this number, what we're adding by, now we can plug that into our formula. And the last step, guys, to find out c, all we need to do is inverse or do the opposite of what this says. What I mean is that you guys will see that this is +2. I want you guys to magically change it to a -2 and do whatever, we'll do -2 to -1. So let me just show you guys an example. So we have -1 right here. Let's just set up an easy equation. We have -1. I want you guys to take this number, aka the b value, and I want you to just make it the opposite. So if it's -2, make it +2. If it's +2, make it -2. So we will make this -2. Now we have -1 minus 2. This equals -3, and this, bang, is your c value. So let's write that, -3. And there you go. This is your quadratic formula, all done, 4 sequences. This is going to be your answer. If you have any questions, please tell me in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.